Hello, everyone. How's everyone today? Welcome to the Dirt Road Farmer. Well, today we're going to get this field mulched. Uh, that's what they say we need to do, so we will. And it's not really that big of a field, so we're going to do it ourselves with GPS. And this mulcher is pretty big, and it pulls fairly fast. So I don't think there is any reason in the world to have to hire a helper. We'll just do it ourselves. But I hope everybody is doing great today. We will probably, I don't know what we're going to plant this field in. If anybody's got any suggestions, leave me a comment. But I don't know. Soybeans, well, we could plant sunflowers too. Either one of them would be great. So, and then we may end up planting corn. I don't know. But anyway, we're off to a good start, and we'll get to the end of this row, and we'll get turned around. We'll get headed back. This guidance steering GPS, yeah, you just lock onto it. Once you set it, you just lock onto it, and it steers for you. For those of you that are not familiar with it, GPS is available to farmers in real life. I mean, this isn't just game. I will admit that I probably do not know all there is to know. As a matter of fact, it ain't no probably to it. I definitely do not know everything that you need to know about GPS in the real world. I know you have to, I guess you have to have your field surveyed or something. I really do not know, and I would be speaking out of turn if I told you I did. But it is real. That's why whenever you go by a great big huge field planted with corn, you can look down that row and they're perfectly straight rows. That's because they're planting with GPS. It's right spot on all the way down the field. So that's what we're using today to mulch this field. And we've already got 50% fertilizer on it due to the chopped straw. So we should be able to come right in here and plant as long as we use a planter that cultivates. Now, if we use a planter that does not cultivate, then it'll have to be cultivated. That's just all there is to it. So, with that being said, we'll get it figured out. All right. And we just lock onto it again. away we go. Anyway, I'll get back with you when I get a little farther across this field. All right, I thought maybe you'd want an in-cab view of what we're doing. Down there you see our guidance steering map screen. We can turn around and look at what we're doing. Pretty nifty. But as you can see, we're locked onto guidance steering. It's doing the steering for us. And it really, really works great. You'll have perfectly straight rows, and we may even plant this field with guidance steering. But I wanted to show you what it was all about. And let you enjoy it the same as I do. I really enjoy this game, and I hope everyone else does. This is the Big Fields XXL map. They have huge fields on this map. This is not a huge field. This is a fairly big field, but it's not a huge field. So later on, we will get into the huge fields, but I'm gonna have to have the help of course play. That's just all there is to it. Alright, we'll turn over here and we'll lock onto our steering, and off we go again. But yes, for the huge fields, I'm going to have course play. Or go to multiplayer. One of the two. My problem is finding somebody that is dedicated as much as I am to the farming. So finding multiplayers, finding somebody to participate in multiplayer is somewhat difficult. So anyway, we'll just continue here, and we'll get this field done. All right, we're about to get this field mulched. So I think we got one more pass. All right, yeah, it looks like we're going to have this pass and piece of another one. So, all right, whatever it takes, we'll sure get it done. And then I think we'll go get our planter and we'll get this field planted. Of course, we'll run a test to make sure that we've dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's. You know, and we are adhering to all the new rules of FS22. But I think we will. I don't think they're going to make us cultivate this before we plant it with a planter that cultivates. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. But we will soon find out. As soon as we get this field mulched, we'll find out pretty quick like. So, but anyway, we'll get this done and then we'll find out. All right, we've got our planter over here, and we're going to, first of all, we're going to jump out. And, oh, wait a minute, we got to have lime. We're nowhere ready to plant. Uh-huh. All right, well, that changes everything then. So we'll have to get some tractors in here and get this field limed. We can't plant like that. No, that would be too big of a hit on this field. So anyway, with that being said, we'll just pull over here to the side and I'll get a couple of tractors up here to start applying lime, and we'll get that done. All right, well, we have got a couple of tractors in the field applying lime. We'll let them get a little far ahead, and then we'll run a test with our planter to make sure that we've done everything we need to do. I didn't know this field needed lime, but that's why you step on the field before you do anything and find out what it needs. So, but anyway, we'll just let them get on with it here for a while, and then we'll get our planter out there and see what we can do with that. All right, well, we're gonna let these guys make a couple of more passes, and then we'll get our cultivator, or not our cultivator, but our planter in here. And I think we're going to plant sorghum is what we're going to plant. So we've got a couple of fields of soybeans planted already, and we just harvested this field of wheat. Here in the next day or so, we'll have a couple of fields of corn to harvest, and some sunflowers. So I think we'll just plant some sorghum here. And sorghum pays fairly well. It doesn't pay as much as soybeans, but hey, I just wanted to do something different. That's what it's all about. So anyway, and I figured you guys would want to see me plant something different other than soybeans all the time. So that's what we're going to do. But anyway, we're going to let these guys, like I said, get a couple of more passes in, because that planter is way wider than what these guys spread this lime at. So, yep, we don't want any interference with the tractors or anything. And we'll set GPS up for planting, and we'll just go after it. All right, we've got one guy done with his part on the lime spreading, and the other guy is not too far from being done with his. So we're going to get this planter in the field, and we're going to run a test to find out. What we're looking for is our 98%. That's what we're looking for. But as always, first thing we want to do is jump out. All right, it's recognizing that we put lime on it. We have 50% fertilizer. So let's start this planter. We'll drop it and we'll run a little bit of a test here. At the same time, why don't we start setting up GPS? All right. Let's see. Let's bring up the HUD. All right. We want to enable it. Auto width. All right. And let's see, is there anything else we need to do? Maybe we need to set the A. Okay. Let's see. All right. We'll go up here a little ways until we can set our B point. And all right, I think that's all we need to do. I think. All right, well, let's jump out here real quick and let's go check our work and see where we're at before we go any farther. And that's exactly what we would expect to see. Fertilized 100% and we're at 98% yield bonus. And that 2% away is the lack of rolling, and we've already decided that we're not going to roll it. So with that being said, let's see if we can lock on, and it looks like we are locked onto our GPS. So let's just get right along. And we are planting with GPS. So GPS is a great mod. It's real life. Wait a minute here now. Hold on, I thought we were locked on. Let me pick this up and go back. Yeah, I thought we locked on, but we didn't. So we'll go back here and we'll lock on. That ain't gonna work. That just ain't gonna work. All right. Now we're locked on. All right. Now let's drop our tool. And now we can get right on with it. Yeah, that makes a big difference. I heard it click, but I didn't think to look for the green. It'll be white until you're locked in, and then it turns green. So I failed to see that. But we're locked in now, and we're planting GPS. We're at 100% fertilizer. We're at a 98% yield bonus. What could be better? The only thing better, and that's to have the additional 2% for rolling, but that's just not cost effective. We're just not going to do that. The other thing is, I think myself, and it's just my own personal opinion, and we've talked about my opinions before, but I personally think the ground texture where it's at right now is better. It looks more realistic to me than it would if after you get done rolling, because rolling just turns it black, and just like there wasn't anything planted there before, but this right here looks a whole lot more realistic to me. So this is what we're going to do. We're just not going to do the rolling, and we'll take the 2% dock on the yield bonus. Excuse me. Okay, well, we'll let him go ahead and keep plowing, or keep planting. This is an extremely wide planter, but that's what you need on these big fields. And like I said, this, yeah, you can say this is a big field, but you can't say that this is an extra large field, and you can't say that it's a huge field, because we have both of those, and this ain't neither one of them. So yeah, I'm really itching to get into those huge fields, but I've just got to be patient and wait for course play, because course play is a brilliant mod, and once they get it all ironed out, it'll be able to help us tremendously. So that's what we're waiting on. But to me, that is a pretty sight right there. Do you guys like the big farming? The big farming? Leave me a comment. Tell me. Just because I like it, don't mean everybody else likes it. And I'm going to farm. Whether I record it or not is a total different thing. I don't have to record, but I would like to give you guys the content that you're looking for. And I don't know if you don't tell me. So leave me a comment and let me know what you want to see. Maybe you don't like this map. You know, not everybody will. It's not for everybody. But, I mean, just because I enjoy it, and just because I like the big farming, that just really doesn't mean everybody else will. So, and I'm not offended one bit. You know, everybody likes different things, and that's great. So, but we're going to let this guy get on across here, or not this guy, this is us. We're the one planting. We're planting on with GPS. We do still have a tractor in the field over there, helper, and he's finishing up with his lime. You can see him off over there in the distance. So he'll be done before long, and as big as swipes as we're taking with this planter, it won't take us long and we'll be done. So we'll just continue, and I'll get back with you in a little bit. All right, as you can see, we are flat walking across this field, and looks like we're going to probably finish up having to run lights again. We're kind of making a habit of that, but whenever you're farming, it is a daylight till dark, and then many times it's after dark before you call it a day. I remember, and I've told this story before if you've watched any of my previous videos. I used to go out and I would be plowing a field. Well, our day started early at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's when our day started, and that's when breakfast was. So if you wanted breakfast, obviously you were there for breakfast at 6 a.m. and then you went to the field. Well, at noon, that's when lunch was. So you made sure that if you were going to eat lunch, you made sure that you were back at the house at 12 o'clock. Now, if you showed up at 1 o'clock, guess what? You missed lunch. Okay? You missed lunch. So your next meal was dinner or supper, whatever you want to call it. I'm a country boy, so it's supper to me. But anyway, that was at 6:30. So you made sure that you got back to the house at 6:30 to eat. And then you could go out and work as late as you wanted to. But whenever I was plowing a field, I would rather plow at nighttime. And the reason for that is because the tractor runs so much better with the night air. It was cooler, and it was just something about it that the tractor would just get down and pull. So there was several nights that I would plow till 11, 12 o'clock midnight before I'd quit. So that's just a little bit of history on me. But anyway, we are going to go ahead and get this field planted. If you have liked this content, please go down there and give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. I would sure appreciate it. If you'd like to be notified whenever I post new content, go down and hit that subscribe button. that'd mean the world to me. I would appreciate it. If you'd like to share this content with someone, somebody that you think would like to see it, please do. But as for me, the Dirt Road Farmer, I think we'll call this a video. And until tomorrow, thank you for watching